The first warning sign is not the fall. It is the pause before the step. That tiny pause before you walk across a wet bathroom floor. The way your hand reaches for the wall in a dark hallway before you even think about it. The way stairs feel different now, not impossible, not painful, but less automatic than they used to feel. And if you are over 50, that small hesitation matters more than most people realize. Because balance is not just about strong legs. It is not just about your knees, your hips, or your ankles. Balance is your brain, your feet, your eyes, your inner ear, and your muscles, all working together like a quiet security system inside your body. When that system is sharp, you do not think about it. You simply stand, turn, step, reach, bend, and recover. But when that system starts getting quiet, your life can begin shrinking in small ways. You avoid uneven sidewalks. You hold the shopping cart even when it is empty. You stop walking on grass because the ground feels unpredictable. You choose the elevator for one floor. You sit down sooner than you planned. You tell yourself, I'm just being careful. And sometimes, yes, caution is wise. But here's the part most adults over 50 are never told. The more you avoid using your balance system, the more that system can lose practice. Your body does not just age, it adapts to what you ask it to do every day. If you ask it to sit still, it becomes better at sitting still. If you ask it to move carefully, slowly, and only on flat surfaces, it becomes better at that too. But if you gently ask it to practice balance again, even for just a few minutes a day, your nervous system may begin waking those signals back up. That is what this video is about. Here at Built After 50, we look at research-based health and aging topics in simple language, without scare tactics, without miracle claims, and without making you feel like your best years are behind you. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-minute daily balance routine designed for adults over 50, especially if you have started feeling less steady, less confident, or more cautious with everyday movement. This is not about doing hard workouts. This is not about standing on one leg like an athlete. And this is not about pretending everyone has the same starting point. This is about rebuilding the conversation between your brain and your body. Because the real goal is not just better balance. The real goal is walking through your own life with more confidence. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'll show you the one mistake many people make when they practice balance. A mistake that can make the exercise look right on the outside, but almost useless on the inside. Most people train balance too fast. The body learns safety slowly. Now, before we get into the routine, let's understand what balance really is. Think of your balance system like a home security system. Your feet are the sensors on the floor. They tell your brain what kind of surface you are standing on. Carpet, tile, grass, pavement, a small slope in the driveway, a wrinkle in the rug. Your eyes are the cameras. They help your brain understand where you are in the room. Your inner ear is the motion detector. It senses when your head moves, when you turn, when you lean, when your direction changes. And your muscles are the response team. They make the tiny corrections that keep you upright before you even notice anything happened. When all of those signals are working together, you feel steady. But after 50, several things can start changing at once. You may move less. You may spend more time sitting. You may wear very cushioned shoes that protect your feet, but also reduce some of the ground feedback your feet receive. Your vision may change. Your reaction time may slow a little. Your ankles and hips may not respond as quickly as they used to. None of this means your body is broken. It means the system may need clearer signals and more practice. That is why balance training matters so much. Research and major health organizations have consistently linked balance and strength work with safer movement and lower fall risk in older adults. But the important word here is practice, not panic, not punishment, practice. Because balance is not one skill. It is a combination of smaller skills. You need foot awareness. You need ankle control. You need hip stability. You need head movement tolerance. You need the ability to shift weight without fear. And you need the brain to trust the body again. That trust is built one small signal at a time. So before we go further, do me a small favor. If this topic already feels familiar to you, hit the like button so this video can reach more adults over 50 who may be quietly dealing with the same thing. And if you are watching from the Built After 50 community, leave a comment with your age and where you are watching from. It helps other seniors feel less alone, and it reminds everyone that this is a real community, not just another health video. Now let's begin with the first movement. But one important safety note first. Do these exercises near a sturdy chair, counter, wall, or railing. Do not practice near sharp furniture, loose rugs, wet floors, pets, or anything you could trip over. If you already feel dizzy, have had recent falls, have a neurological condition, severe foot numbness, sudden weakness, chest pain, or unexplained balance changes, please speak with your doctor or physical therapist before trying a new routine. This should feel gently challenging. It should not feel dangerous. The first exercise is called the quiet standing check. This is not really an exercise yet. It is your starting signal. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Place both feet about hip-width apart. Keep your knees soft, not locked. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, and let your hands hover close to your support without gripping it. Now stay there for 20 seconds. Do not rush. Notice what your body does. Do your toes grab the floor? Do your ankles make tiny movements? Do you lean more into one foot than the other? Do your eyes want to look down? Does one hip feel like it is working harder? This is not a test you pass or fail. This is your body giving you information. In plain language, your nervous system is showing you how much work it is doing just to keep you upright. And that is valuable, because you cannot improve a signal you never listened to. After the quiet standing check, we move into the first real part of the 5-minute routine. It is called the foot wake-up. Your feet are not just something you stand on, they are part of your balance system. The soles of your feet contain nerve endings that sense pressure, texture, weight shift, and position. They help your brain know where the ground is without needing to look down every second. But modern life can make those signals weaker. We walk on flat floors. We wear cushioned shoes. We sit for long periods. We avoid uneven surfaces. Over time, the feet can become less active as sensors. So this first movement is simple. Stand near your support. Keep both feet flat on the floor. Now gently press your toes into the ground as if you are trying to lightly grip the floor. Do not curl your toes aggressively. Do not tense your whole foot. Just press and spread the toes slightly. Hold for 3 seconds. Then relax. Do that 10 times. Press gently. Hold. Release. Again. Press. Hold. Release. As you do this, notice how much your feet have been sleeping. Many people are surprised by this. Their toes feel stiff. One foot responds better than the other. The arch wakes up. The ankle begins making tiny adjustments. That is good. You are not trying to force strength. You are trying to send information. In simple terms, this movement tells your brain, the feet are still here. The ground is still being read. Pay attention. That is why I call this the floor signal. It is small, but it matters. And here is where most people get it wrong. They rush through it like it is a foot exercise. It is not just a foot exercise. It is a message to your nervous system. So go slowly enough that your brain can actually feel what is happening. Most people train balance too fast. The body learns safety slowly. Now the second movement is where we begin teaching your body to trust one leg at a time. This is called the slow march. Stay near your chair, wall, or counter. Stand tall. Keep your hands close to support. Now slowly lift your right knee just a little, only as high as feels safe. Hold for 1 second. Then place the foot back down with control. Now lift the left knee. Hold. Place it down. Do this 10 times on each side. Not fast. Not like marching in place for cardio. This is slow, controlled, and deliberate. The magic is in the weight shift. Every time you lift one foot, your brain has to organize your ankle, hip, core, eyes, and inner ear to keep you steady on the other side. Even if your foot only comes 1 inch off the floor, your nervous system has to pay attention. And for adults over 50, this is one of the most practical things you can train. Because daily life is full of single-leg moments. You stand on one leg for a split second when you step over a curb, when you climb stairs, when you get into the shower, when you put on pants, when you turn around in the kitchen, when you step out of a car. You may not think of those as balance exercises, but your body does. And if your body has not practiced that weight shift in a long time, it may respond with hesitation. So the slow march teaches your system a simple message. We can shift weight safely. Do not worry about lifting the knee high. Height is not the goal. Control is the goal. If you feel wobbly, make the movement smaller. Touch the support lightly. Keep breathing. Let the body learn. And remember, a wobble is not always failure. A controlled wobble is feedback. It is your body finding the pathway again. Now stay with me, because the next movement is one many people over 50 skip, but it may be one of the most important for everyday independence. The third movement is called the gentle reach. This trains your body to stay steady while your upper body moves. Why does that matter? Because most balance problems in real life do not happen when you are standing perfectly still in a quiet room. They happen when you reach for a shelf, when you pick something off a table, when you turn to grab a towel, when you lean slightly to close a window, when you reach into the back seat of a car. The body has to keep the base stable while the top moves. So here's how to do it. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Keep your feet hip-width apart. Stand tall. Now slowly reach your right hand forward, only a comfortable distance, as if you are reaching for something on a shelf. Come back to center. Now reach your left hand forward. Come back to center. Do this 5 times each side. Then, if it feels safe, reach slightly to the right side. Back to center. Reach slightly to the left side. Back to center. Again, keep it small. This is not stretching. This is control. Your feet stay grounded. Your knees stay soft. Your breathing stays calm. This movement teaches the body that reaching does not have to create panic in the balance system. In plain language, you are training your center of gravity. That means the point where your body weight is balanced. When you reach, your weight shifts. Your brain has to adjust. Your ankles, hips, and core have to respond. The stronger that response becomes, the more confident daily movement can feel. And here's the mistake people make with reaching exercises. They reach too far. They turn it into a flexibility challenge. But for balance training, the question is not, how far can I reach? The question is, can I move and return with control? That return is everything. Reaching out is one skill. Coming back safely is another. Now, before we go to the fourth movement, take a second and notice something. We have not done anything dramatic. No jumping, no heavy weights, no complicated routine. But your feet, ankles, hips, eyes, and brain are already communicating more than they were a few minutes ago. That is the point. Balance is not built by one heroic movement. It is built by repeated signals. The fourth movement is called the safe turn. This one matters because turning is where many adults over 50 start to feel uncertain. Walking straight may feel fine. Standing may feel fine. But turning around in a small bathroom, turning in a narrow hallway, turning while carrying groceries, or turning quickly when someone calls your name can feel surprisingly unstable. That is because turning asks a lot from your balance system. Your eyes move, your head moves, your inner ear has to sense direction, your feet have to reposition, your hips have to guide the body, your brain has to coordinate the whole thing quickly. So we are going to slow it down and train it safely. Stand with support nearby. Take 2 or 3 small steps forward. Then slowly turn your body to the right using small steps, not a fast pivot. Face the other direction. Pause. Then walk back 2 or 3 small steps. Turn slowly again. Repeat this 4 times each direction. Small steps, slow turn, eyes forward, body calm. Do not spin, do not rush, do not whip your head around. The goal is to teach your brain that changing direction can be controlled. Many people develop a habit of turning their whole body stiffly because the head movement feels unsettling. Others look down at the floor the entire time. Others grab furniture before they turn because they no longer trust the movement. This exercise gently rebuilds that trust. And here's the key. Lead with control, not speed. A safe turn is not about proving you can move fast. It is about proving you can change direction without panic. This is especially important because real life does not always let you walk in straight lines. You turn in kitchens, you turn in bathrooms, you turn around chairs, you turn in stores, you turn in parking lots. So if you want more confidence in real life, you have to practice the movements real life actually asks from you. Now here comes the most revealing part of the 5-minute routine, and I want you to be extra careful with this one. The fifth movement is called the eyes soft weight shift. I'm not going to ask you to do anything dangerous. You will keep your support close. You will keep your feet on the floor. You will not step. You will not lift your legs. You will simply shift weight gently. Stand near your support. Place both feet hip-width apart. Keep your hands close to the chair or counter. Now look straight ahead. Soften your gaze. Do not stare hard at one object. Just let your eyes relax. Now slowly shift a little weight toward your right foot. Then slowly shift a little weight toward your left foot. Right, left, right, left. Do this 10 times. If that feels easy and safe, you can try closing your eyes for just 1 or 2 seconds while your hands remain close to support. But only do this if you feel safe. The reason this movement matters is simple. Many people depend heavily on vision for balance without realizing it. That is why they feel more unsteady in the dark. That is why dim hallways feel harder. That is why walking outside at night can feel more stressful than walking in the daytime. Your eyes are important, but they should not be doing the whole job. Your feet, ankles, inner ear, and muscles need to stay involved too. When you soften the eyes and shift weight slowly, you ask the inner balance system to participate again. You are not removing safety. You are sharing the work more evenly. This is why the movement must be slow. If you rush it, the body braces. If you go slowly, the body listens. And that brings us back to the line I want you to remember. Most people train balance too fast. The body learns safety slowly. Now let's put the full 5-minute routine together in the order that makes the most sense. First, the quiet standing check for 20 seconds. This is your baseline. You simply stand near support and notice what your body is doing. No judgment, no fear, just awareness. Second, the foot wake up for about 1 minute. Gently press and release the toes 10 times. Wake up the floor signal. Let the feet remind the brain that they are part of the balance system. Third, the slow march for about 1 minute. Lift one knee slightly, pause, lower with control, then switch sides. Do 10 slow repetitions per leg. This trains weight shifting and single leg confidence in a safe way. Fourth, the gentle reach for about 1 minute. Reach forward and slightly side to side, only as far as you can return with control. This teaches the body to stay steady while your upper body moves. Fifth, the safe turn for about 1 minute. Take a few small steps, turn slowly using small controlled steps, pause, and return. This trains one of the most important real-life movements, changing direction without panic. And finally, the eyes soft weight shift for about 1 minute. Look ahead, soften your gaze, and gently shift weight from side to side. If you are safe and supported, you may briefly close your eyes for 1 or 2 seconds, but only if that feels appropriate for your body. That is the full sequence. 5 minutes, no equipment, no complicated workout, just repeated signals to the nervous system. And here is the delayed payoff I promised at the start. The biggest mistake most people make when training balance is trying to make it look impressive. They lift the leg too high. They move too fast. They challenge themselves too soon. They turn it into a performance. But balance training is not about showing how brave you are. It is about teaching your brain that movement is safe again. That is why slow matters. Slow gives the brain time to process. Slow gives the feet time to send information. Slow gives the ankles and hips time to respond. Slow allows the nervous system to rebuild trust without panic. If you rush the routine, your body may simply brace, tighten, and survive the movement. But if you slow it down, your body can actually learn from it. That is the difference. Most people train balance too fast. The body learns safety slowly. And once you understand that, everything changes. You stop thinking of balance as something you either have or do not have. You start seeing it as something you practice, something you remind your body of, something you protect, something you can gently improve with consistency. Now imagine what 5 minutes a day can mean over time. Not perfection, not a guarantee, but a better relationship with your own movement. A little more confidence walking across the room. A little less fear when turning in the kitchen. A little more awareness of your feet on the ground. A little more trust when stepping outside. And for adults over 50, those little improvements matter. Because balance is not only about avoiding falls, it is about preserving independence. It is about keeping your world from getting smaller. It is about feeling confident enough to walk into a store, visit family, move around your home, enjoy the outdoors, and live without constantly negotiating with fear. That matters. Your body is not asking for perfection. It is asking for practice. And the beautiful thing is, practice can begin today. So here's what I want you to do. Choose a safe place in your home, a hallway with a wall nearby, a kitchen counter, a sturdy chair that will not slide. Then do this 5-minute routine once a day for the next 7 days. Do not measure success by whether you wobble. Measure success by whether you showed up. Because wobbling does not mean your body is failing. Sometimes wobbling means your body is learning. If one movement feels too difficult, make it smaller. If closing your eyes feels unsafe, keep them open. If marching feels unstable, lift the foot only a tiny bit. If turning feels uncomfortable, make the turn slower and use more support. Your version of the routine should fit your body. That is how you stay safe. And that is how you stay consistent. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me your age and where you are watching from. Are you watching from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, India, South Africa, or somewhere else? And be honest. Have you noticed yourself holding the wall, grabbing the counter, avoiding stairs, or watching the floor more than you used to? You are not alone. Many people over 50 experience those small changes quietly, and sometimes just talking about them helps others feel less embarrassed and more motivated to take action. If this video helped you, please hit the like button. It helps Built After 50 reach more seniors who need calm, practical, research-based health guidance without fear and confusion. And if you are new here, subscribe to Built After 50 and tap the notification bell. We create videos for adults over 50 who want to stay strong, independent, sharp, and informed as they age. Also, share this video with someone who has started feeling less steady on their feet. A spouse, a parent, a friend, a neighbor. Sometimes the right information at the right time can help someone take action before a serious fall ever happens. One last important reminder. Everything shared in this video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for personalized medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have had a recent fall, sudden dizziness, weakness, numbness, vision changes, chest pain, new balance problems, or any medical condition that affects walking or coordination, please talk to your doctor or a qualified physical therapist before starting a new routine. Your body deserves attention, your independence deserves protection, and your confidence is worth rebuilding. Aging well is not about pretending nothing changes. It is about noticing what changes early, responding wisely, and giving your body the kind of practice that helps you keep living fully. 5 minutes a day may look small, but when done slowly, safely, and consistently, it can become a powerful message to your brain. I still need this system. Keep it awake, keep it steady, keep it ready. This is Built After 50. Stay strong, stay careful, and keep moving.